boarded a crowded Muni train. And all the passengers on the train were doing this, and doing this, and doing this. To the point that when the gunman waved his gun around the train and pointed it at 5 different people in his effort to select a random victim, nobody noticed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, nobody noticed until the gunman selected a random victim, a 20-year-old by the name of Justin Alves, a university student, and for some reason unleashed a round of bullets in his back, killing him, that the passengers even knew that there was an armed gunman on the train. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Mr. Toastmaster. With that happy opening, I'm actually not anti-technology. I think there are great things about technology that benefit my life every day. However, I do believe that the excessive, obsessive use of technology is detrimental to us and our culture in 3 major ways. 1, it's changing our brains, and research substantiates that. 2, it increases our distractibility. And 3, it gets in the way of our ability to socialize with each other. So let's start with the brain. When we read a book, remember those things called books with paper pages and covers back in the old days that I guess have disappeared along with the water supply? I don't know where it all goes. But when we read a book, we read from left to right in a linear fashion. And research shows that that actually relaxes us and helps our mind comprehend. But contrast that with the internet, and things are popping all over the screen. You know what I'm talking about. And you click on this hyperlink only to get to this hyperlink, and then you're 4 pages away from where you wanted to be to begin with. And the thing that gets me are the pop-up ads. I'm looking at something, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's another ad, I don't know. But the pop-up ads pop up all over the place that I can't even see what I'm looking at. So if you look closely enough, you can see, you know, those little black X's to get rid of the pop-up ads, and you click and click and click, and you finally get rid of them all, and what happens? They'll pop up again. You can't get rid of them. It's like a bad case of bed bugs. They just keep coming back and coming back. Nicholas Carr is a tech researcher and writer, and he says that the internet is an interruption system. It seizes our attention only to scramble it. And research at Harvard also shows that the excessive use of the internet actually reinforces our short-term attention span. So with a short-term attention span, of course, we're going to be more distractible. So how many of you have seen people walk around, do this, Angry Birds, Facebook, whatever it is they're doing? How many of you knew that there are more accidents every year from people walking and texting or cell phoning than driving? Health News Online reports that. The injuries from using your cell phone and driving are more serious because it involves a car. But there are more injuries from, you know, playing Angry Birds and walking. People bump into walls, they fall down the stairs, they bump into fountains and fall. And you can see this on YouTube, on the internet, I'm telling you. People wander into traffic. Truly, truly. So with this kind of distractibility, of course, it's going to get in the way of our ability to socialize with each other. How many of you have walked into a restaurant? I don't know why, but I walk into restaurants and I just look around. I'm just a looky-loo. So I see someone at a table, for example, mom and 2 kids, and nobody's talking to each other. They're all doing this. Have you noticed that? I was in a restaurant, very 5-star high-class restaurant, IHOP. But anyhow, at a table, dad, mom, 2 kids on the other side of the table, and both kids had their laptops up, and they couldn't even see their parents on the other side of the laptops. And then there are people that do text dating. Have you heard about this? They go out to dinner, no talking, no coffee talk. They just, how's your food? Mine's fine. How's yours? How's your grandmother? She died last week. I'm so sorry to hear it. But I don't understand it. In Hong Kong, truly, there is a restaurant where there are no waiters or waitresses. Robots wait on the customers. True story. So I do believe that with the obsessional use of technological devices, it is changing our brains. And I did hand out references of where the research is cited. I do think it's increasing our distractibility and it's decreasing our ability to socialize. I can't help to wonder, and I was writing this speech, and I couldn't help to wonder if on that Muni train, if some of those people had put down their electronic gadgets, even for just maybe 20 seconds, and noticed their surroundings, if the outcome maybe would have been different. I leave you with a quote from Albert Einstein. Einstein, no less. It is blatantly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. So let's take some time every day to put down our technological devices and look at each other and talk to each other, and become aware of our surroundings and appreciate them.